you mentioned in the past you practiced with Seahawks players. Was there any part of you saying, maybe I was get drafted by the Seahawks?
I mean, always if you're, the hometown guy, I went to University of Washington, like you said, from Washington. So, I mean, of course, there's all your family and friends want you to be a Seahawk and all that type of stuff. But for me, my whole mentality was whoever picks me is, gonna get a great person and a great player. So, that was my mentality going into the draft in the league.
Hi, Buddha. This is the second primetime game you guys are going to be in less than a week. It's always a good game between you guys and the Seahawks, but how much more exciting is it that it's once again going to be on a national stage?
Yeah, I mean, the national stage is always exciting. Your friends and family from all types of places in the world are able to watch and see you play. So it's definitely something, guys on the team that are very excited about. I'm very excited about just because, it's a national stage and you always want to play your best. And, something about the national stage is I'm always locked in, whether that was in high school, college, or NFL. So definitely excited about the national stage for sure.
Hey, Buddha. Kind of tied to Mike's question. I know some guys will look at teams that passed on them in the draft and use that as a motivating factor. Does that make this rivalry game any bigger for you two, just knowing you could have ended up there and now you want to prove yourself to the Seahawks specifically?
Not at all. For honestly, I always hold myself onto a high standard, and personally, always think that I'm the best, and it doesn't matter if it was Seattle or any other team. My mentality always stays the same. It's definitely exciting going against Seattle because, like you said, I train and mess around with a lot of the players back home, especially like guys like Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. Those are guys that I know their work ethic, and I know they're very great players because being around them a lot. So it's definitely something that's going to be fun, going back home in the off season and seeing them talking about the game and all that type of stuff.
Okay, up next, Kyle, Catherine, and Darren.
Buddha, a lot of people this week have talked about how you're soft-spoken off the field and then you kind of flip a switch and turn into a beast on it. I'm wondering, do you do anything to kind of get in that zone before the game? Do you listen to a particular song or have any sort of ritual to amp yourself up before you play?
My ritual, believe it or not, is pregame. Always listen to like R&B music, even on the way to the stadium, just cooling my mind down. Not thinking about anything but just driving and listening to R&B music. So, I mean, that's my ritual. Listen to R&B music, and then once we get out to the pregame, and then get ready to go out for the game, that's when I'm listening to my high tempo, maybe rap, hip hop type of music. So those are kind of my rituals, on game day.
What are your songs of choice these days? Or do you do something new each week, stick with classics?
I mean, it's something new each week. I like Brent Faiyaz. Always, of course, is the old school stuff. But I'm kind of on the new school stuff right now. So, just listening to all the new school R&B singers that a lot of people haven't heard about. So, yeah.
Buddha, with the I know obviously you made the Pro Bowl last year, but do you, with everything going on and the way you've played the last couple of weeks and the national stage of Monday night, and now you're going into this game, do you feel like you're starting to get a little bit more of a national attention for what you've done?
I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of national attention, but for me, I always just take it day by day, week by week, and all that stuff is gonna come. And as long as I play my game and get better each week, so my focus is getting better each week, and all that stuff is gonna come within time. And honestly, for me, I'm not really big into any of that type of stuff anyway. It's a blessing to have a bunch of followers and people that look up to you. But for me, I'm just continuing to be myself, continuing to lead by example, whether it's on the field or off the field, and that's just what I do. So.
Okay, the final two, Kyle and Catherine.
Buddha, when you were younger, did you ever have to learn how to go from a more quiet person off the field to aggressive on it? Did it always come naturally to you once you stepped on that field where you were just kind of a different person? How did that kind of go when you were not at this level quite yet when you were younger?
Yeah, I feel like, when I was younger, I was probably a little more high, messing around when I'm not in football. I was a jokester kid and all that type of stuff. But, growing up, I'm just the cool kid on the block. But on the game day, that's when I turn it up. So, that's probably done that since high school. Always been like the cool, low-tempered guy. But then on the football field, totally different things. So, I don't know. I can't really control it. It's just, you just get that upbeat adrenaline and just, have fun. So that's what I do.
But at these Cardinals Seahawks games, they've been just kind of weird a lot of times with either weird outcomes, the reverse of like which team is better at home or on the road. So what stands out to you about this matchup? Like, why is it so kind of bizarre?
Yeah, I honestly could not tell you. Going into the league and, with BA, my rookie year, it was all like we lost at home and we just won on the road. It was very weird. And, I've always been trying to, break that curse, but, it's always been a thing. So definitely going to, hopefully try and switch it up, or not even switch it up, have both wins in AZ and Seattle. But for us, this game is in NAZ. We have the Seattle Seahawks, and we're very excited for the game. We're very excited for Sunday Night Football, and guys are ready to go. So we'll see.